What's up, everybody? It's your boy Steve Bookin, and I'm gonna make this real quick because, long story short, WRC 10 doesn't feel like a finished product to me. I know that's been the going theme in gaming since this whole pandemic popped off, and based on the half-assed promotion for WRC 10, it seems like KT Racing used how well received WRC 9 was to get the new game on hard drives, or at least that's what it feels like to me. I mean, even scrolling through the WRC game social media pages, they didn't even include the release date in the post leading up to the launch of WRC 10. I honestly thought the game was going to be delayed, which I think it should have been. Hell, they've already had 2 or 3 updates right after the game was released. So this isn't going to be a 2 cents review. This is more like an early access, first impressions, and my experiences with the game so far. So I'm going to jump right into the meat and potatoes and dive into how the cars feel. Like I've said in multiple videos, I'm a casual hour or 2 after work and with coffee on the weekend sim racer. So yeah, man, I don't really care about a cotton candy campaign or being able to buy something stupid like a ninja or samurai racing suit, or if my driver can do the nay-nay or stanky leg after winning a race. And yeah, I'm looking at you, Turntine and Code Masters. Alright, so check it out. A more realistic physics model seems to be one of the major highlights of WRC 10. I've never driven a rally car in real life, but I can tell you exactly what the cars feel like in WRC 10. It feels like I'm driving an office chair or one of those razor crazy carts. The cars feel like they're on independent casters and not forward driving wheels. I have the same issue with Dirt Rally 2.0 where it feels like I'm not really in control of the vehicle. I'm just suggesting where the car should go, and then it kind of just carries me in that direction in this weird, uncontrollable lateral drift. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I'm trash at rally games, so I tested this across 4 wheelbases, the Thrustmaster TSXW and T300RS, Fanatec CSL Elite PS4, and Club Sport V2.5. And I find that the caster effect is minimized on the Fanatec wheelbase, which should be expected since Fanatec is the WRC game brand affiliate. It feels like they were physically using a Fanatec wheelbase when programming wheel support for WRC 10's new physics model, and just copy and paste the Thrustmaster data over from WRC 9, which really stands out to me because I've always argued that Thrustmaster belt-driven wheelbase do a better job at simulating vehicles that perform with loose suspension over loose terrain. Fanatec's belt-driven wheelbases have this built-in mechanical tension, which is great for simulating cars with stiff suspension driving over smooth tarmac racetracks. But if I use my CSL Elite or V2.5 on rally games or on something like Wreckfest, it feels like the cars have a broken power steering pump. But back to WRC's handling physics. I can also minimize this caster feel by turning down the degrees of rotation. The default is 540, which is okay for tarmac rallies, but I think that 380 seems to be the sweet spot for gravel, but it only helps me tackle the weird lateral drifts. It doesn't sort out the center line vagueness. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think the new physics model in WRC 10 is a step backwards in my opinion. I think the cars in WRC 9 felt more realistic. But like I said, I've never driven a rally car before, so if you've played WRC 10 and you're real rally driver, let me know if I'm off with my assessment on that one. Alright, let's move on to the replays. Replays are really important to me. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Dirt 5. You know, because I get to see cool or funny moments from different perspectives, but they also show me what I'm doing wrong, like wrong placement on the track or not hitting an apex correctly. The replays in WRC 9 were spot on, man. I mean, they made my slow ass look like Sebastian Loeb. But some of the replays in WRC 10 are so damn janky. They're either cycling through a weird onboard position of the car or glitched out somewhere behind a tree. Yeah, man, but I do have to give credit where it's due. I did notice some brothers and sisters in the crowd this time. Yeah, man, I know I brought that up in a previous WRC game review. It's nice to see a little bit of cinnamon and brown sugar sprinkled out there in the crowd. Oh, man. So, yeah, what else? Oh yeah, the user interface. Yeah, it's still a mess. Yeah, the overall presentation is awesome, but navigating through the menus is still a pain in the ass. I still have to use a combo of the mouse, keyboard, and steering wheel to get around anywhere and do anything like adjusting my field of view settings and programming my button bindings. So developers, take notes. I just want to do everything in the menus with the mouse. Right click, left click, scroll, okay? Alright, so what else I got? The frame rates. Yeah, man, I'm having frame rate issues. Now, I know my PC isn't top of the line by any means, but I'm still having crazy frame rate drops, even at low settings. It looks like there might be an option to run triple monitors, but I'm running a single setup and I'm still having frame rate issues, so triples are probably a no-go at this stage of the game. I did find that my frame rates got better when I changed this DirectX 12 to DirectX 11. I'm not PC savvy, so if any of the computer pros would let me know why that is down in the comment section, I'd very much appreciate it. So on to the graphics. Man, these WRC games have never been known for photorealistic graphics, and all these KT racing games look pretty much the same graphically. The environment and lighting effects look good, and the car models look like what they're supposed to be. I mean, these KT racing games have looked like this for so long, I'm not even gonna rate the graphics as good or bad. I'm just gonna chalk it up as their art style. So moving on to the sound. The menu and replay music in WRC 10 is really low. I can't believe I'm saying this because most of these racing games, the menu music is so damn loud you can hear that from space. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Project Cars 2, Race Room, and Forza 7. But yeah, that super low volume also spills onto the engine noise as well. I had to turn down my co-driver volume just so I could hear the engine revs. But yeah, man, I don't know when this video will be up. I want to take my time making this video. I wanted to be sure about my thoughts and experiences with the game. So I'll probably miss the hype window for this game. Hell, they might even have all these issues fixed by the time this video goes up. But all in all, I think WRC 10 was definitely released in early access, which is nothing out of the ordinary for PC gamers. I think PC gamers are more willing to stick it out if the developer shows the same kind of commitment. But releasing a game in an unfinished state has always been a harder pill to swallow for console players. But I think there's a good game underneath the hood of WRC 10. In the developer's defense, I couldn't imagine what it's like to have to program a game to work seamlessly across 5 different types of hardware. So I'm gonna continue to keep my eye on the game and try to drop an official 2 cents review right before Christmas. So yeah, I'm gonna get up out of here and start checking out some other WRC 10 reviews, and if I come across a review that covers something that I missed, I'll link it down there in the description box. I'm still waiting on my stuff to get here so I can hit y'all with another hardware review. So until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. It's T-Bookin. I'm out.